So now what you're going to do is create your own melodic ostinato, and the end outcome will be that everyone has created their own ostinato, we share it, and then we choose one of them to become our class melodic ostinato. Now you are good at reading your rhythms using ta, titi and shush, so what you need to do is choose any 4-beat rhythm. So start by clapping it and then writing it down on your whiteboard. So the one on the board I've got, for example, is ti, 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 ta. But you could choose ta, 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 sh, or ta, ti, 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 ta, anything you want. So write the rhythm down, make sure you can clap it. Then you need to add some pitches underneath like we did a few weeks ago. So for example, if your rhythm is ti, 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 ta, you might then write C, C, G, G, C, C, G. Start with 2 pitches like we've done previously. And that would sound like this. T, 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 ta. And you think, oh, I like that one, that sounds good. If not, then you edit it, so you could have whatever you want. And then once you're comfortable by using 2 notes, you could, if you wanted to, use any of the other notes. So for example, with that rhythm, you could go T, 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 ta, or improvise another one. Bit harder, but remember this has got to be a pattern that everyone needs to be able to play by the end of the lesson. So don't make yours too hard that not everyone in your class can practice it. Sometimes the simple ones are most effective because it means we can repeat them really well. So I recommend 2 pitches, but if you want to use 3 or 4, then go for it, but make sure it's a nice catchy pattern. Here's one I'm just going to make up. It's quite nice, isn't it? So now go away and create your own ones.